Now it's your turn to try to figure out, when Alex uses his slingshot to launch a water balloon, what the vertex of the graph will be and what that means in context. If you have not done so already, please pause the video and attempt this question on your own now, and then return to the video to check your work. Alex used a slingshot to launch a water balloon into the air. He was able to calculate that the height in feet of the water balloon t seconds after the balloon had been launched was modeled by the equation h equals -16t squared plus 52t plus 3, which works for t values between 0 and 3.306. What is the vertex of this graph, and what does it mean in context? Well, let's begin with the first part of this question. What is the vertex of this graph? Well, to find the vertex of this graph, we need to recognize that that leading term of -16t squared tells us that this is a parabola. So to find the vertex, we need to begin by calculating the t value of the vertex. In this case, t will equal the opposite of b over 2a. In this particular case, the t value will be the opposite of 52 over 2 times -16. This gives us -52 over -32, and -52 divided by -32 is 1.625. That gives us the time value, the t value, so we know the vertex will happen when t equals 1.625, but we do need the second coordinate, in this case the h coordinate. To calculate the h coordinate, we'll substitute 1.625 in for all the t's in the original formula. So h will equal -16 in parentheses 1.625 squared plus 52 times 1.625 plus 3. Putting that all into a calculator, we obtain that the h value is 45.25. Putting this all together, we now know the vertex will happen at the point 1.625, 45.25. The second part of the question is to now describe what this means in context. To describe what this means in context, we need to recognize that the t value is a time value. So this 1.625 is telling us 1.625 seconds after being launched. And this h value is a height value in feet. So 45.25 means 45.25 feet. Putting that into a sentence, it would tell us that at 1.625 seconds after being launched, the water balloon will be 45.25 feet in the air. But that's not the only importance. Because this is a parabola, because the vertex is either the highest or the lowest point on the graph of a parabola, and looking at our a value, our -16, tells us that this parabola opens down, it tells us that this vertex will be the highest point on the graph. Putting that all together, I might be inclined to say, the water balloon will reach its greatest height of 45.25 feet exactly 1.625 seconds after being launched.